Where are you originally from?
South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. I had my own electrical business. I was pretty well to do. I had bought a work van on eBay in St. Louis. So I flew to St. Louis to pick it up. And I was, I was considered a functional alcoholic. I worked every day, but I drank daily. And I picked the van up, and I'd stopped in different places along the way and got some more alcohol. And I didn't eat that day. That was probably one of the factors to what happened. I mean, I know that alcohol was the main factor, but I didn't eat nothing that day. And I'd been drinking. I'd been on the road for 8 hours. And I was coming through Frankfort, Kentucky on Highway Interstate 64. I was planning on stopping in Lexington and getting a motel room and resting and then continuing on back to South Carolina. And I blacked out and went across the median and hit a woman head on. And thank God I didn't kill her. I'm sorry that I broke her legs. What happened was I hit her head on and the dashboard had come down on her legs and broke both of her legs. If she hadn't had the airbags, I'd probably killed her. The airbags saved her life, actually. Now, I didn't have airbags in the van that I bought. I broke my neck. I've got 2 pins in my neck. Both my legs, blood on my brain. They had me in a medical coma for 3 days. And UC medevaced me to UC Hospital. I mean, not UC, UK. I've been living up here so long now. UK. And that's basically where it started. I went to prison for 3. They gave me 5 years. I had to do 36 months to serve that out. And when they let you out of prison, I mean, financially, it ruined me, the accident, because I had 2 contracts underway. So I breached those contracts, which financially will ruin you in itself. My insurance that I had on my vehicles paid for her injuries and everything, and getting her a new vehicle. But I did 3 years. I finished my sentence up in Campbell, Kentucky, because I was in a Class D, which is it's a felony, but you're not in maximum security. They move you to a jail every 3 months, a different jail in Kentucky. And what you do is you cut grass, you work in the kitchen, make meals, buff and wax floors, things like that. But I finished up here in Campbell County. And when they let you out of prison, they don't give you a check or no money or nothing. They just go, "You're free, leave." So when I got out, I did want to burden my family. I have 2 children. I have a son, 30, and a daughter, 28, just starting their lives, and I wasn't going to burden them. Now, I do have 3 siblings. My brother helped me more than anybody financially while I was in prison and whatnot, but pretty much I knew I was on my own. So people says, go to Cincinnati. Go to Cincinnati. There's more opportunities. There's more help there for you than there is in Kentucky. So that's how I ended up in Cincinnati. I stayed at the drop-in center for 16 months. The reason was because if I was going to get housing, I had to be homeless in Cincinnati for a year. That's one of the requirements of getting housing in Cincinnati. So that's why I stayed at the drop-in center so long. And then February 1st, I finally got housing. So I stayed at Park Towers right there off Reading and Burnett. There's a 12-story building there on the left. That's where I'm at. That's pretty much it right now. I've only been homeless for 6 years. Well, I mean, and I include my prison time. Financially, I was not supporting myself. I was pretty much homeless, living in a jail cell. I've never been homeless anywhere other than Cincinnati, basically, other than northern Kentucky. It was in Covington, and I wasn't there but 2 weeks. I mean, if you don't advertise it, they're not going to discriminate you. But I have seen it to other people, like people that hold signs and panhandle. I have seen that, but I can't bring myself to do that. I would rather be homeless in this country than be living in a third world country, I can tell you that. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I've been to third world countries, a couple of them, India and Africa. They have to drink, bathe in the same water. It's filthy. I mean, even when I was in prison, I knew I was living, and they would rather be in prison in America than living free in their country because of their environment and what they have to offer there, where they're from. But in Cincinnati, I mean, you can't starve. There's no way you can starve here. If you can walk around and get places, there's no way you can starve. And they have so many shelters. There's so many opportunities here for homeless people. Now, I don't know what it is like in other parts of the country. In Cincinnati, I mean, I think y'all do a great job, to be honest with you. There's so many people that volunteer their time and money to helping homeless people. I've met some that they ran away from home when they were kids, and now they're adults and they're still homeless. So that's basically all they've known most of their life. But somebody that newly experiences it, I mean, it's humbling. I mean, if you've experienced anything better than that. So, but other than that, it's just it's a humbling experience.